And welcome back everybody to a new video from Lynne and Mariusz at Magpie Farm. It's been an interesting week, shall we say. We've been having the heating install in this week. It's still got about another week before it's actually finished, but all the radiators are now downstairs and some of the pipework as well. They haven't done the main connection to the heating boiler itself in the garage, so that's been taking up an awful lot of our time, working with the help that we've had in to actually get this done. But as I've mentioned before, the chores still need to be done on the farm, so let's go and check in on the rabbits and the chickens this morning. Okay, let's have a look at these. They are growing, aren't they? This is Mildred's and her 7. So there's 6 out by here and 1 in, and a yawn. So they're doing really well. They are absolutely a great mother, Mildred is. And the same with June. And if you remember, she actually adopted 2 of Mildred's babies because I was concerned that Mildred had so many. I transferred 2 over to June, and they're all doing really, really well. And let's have a quick look then on Big Boy. Hello, Big Boy. He is doing really well as well, aren't you? Oh, hey, Big Boy. Yes, I'll get you your food now. Get in there now. Go on, down there. So they're very keen for their morning food. So let's get this done. We'll start off with June's. Yes, I'm looking for the scoop. Because I'm dozy. I put the scoop down somewhere and I can't find it. Where is the scoop? Yeah, it was there. But it's the new food that I put there. Here we go. Come on then. There's yours. And there's yours. Okay. Oh, nearly out of this. We'll have to order some more in. Some food. We're really happy. And there's a what's going on up here. And everybody's happy on Mildred's side as well. And time to get over and feed the chickens. And I've actually got to do some work today in the greenhouse as well. and let's get over to the chickens and feed these. Oh. Yes, yes, I'm coming now. The chicks. Oh. They're going to need some fresh water today, chicks. I need to clean. Oh, come here. A little bit in there, it'll do for now, as they say. Yes, I'm coming. So the chicks are basically out all the time now. They mix with the main flock. When the main flock are in the enclosed area, they tend not to want to move out of the enclosed area. But today we will also start transitioning them from their own food bowl. They have been eating it in the main food bowl, so it's a bit pointless to have the two of them running at the same time. And this is what happens when I stop for 2 minutes to do some filming as I'm taking some manure over to the garden. Come on, you lot, off there, down, come on, come on. And I thought it'd be great to get a quick update on the raised beds out of pallets are getting on. We've been layering them with basically anything we could find. So using all the leaves from the trees in the main courtyard area, and using ash from the fire as well, and a couple of bags of earth, and of course the compost, or manure should I say, from the rabbits and the chickens. Not so worried, even though some chicken manure is going in there as well, because these are not going to actually get used till the spring, and with using the ash and the leaves, that will rot down quite quickly, especially with the winter coming. And of course the main thing is when doing the layering approach is to ensure that you are spreading it evenly above each layer. So basically the bottom layer is feeding off the top and so forth. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a good layer of earth, leaves, some old branches, and of course the organic matter, which is the rabbit poo and the chicken poo. And that will break down really nicely now over the next couple of months and be ready for the spring. Okay, and it's time to plant out some carrots. Even though winter is practically on top of us, we've actually had a forecast for some snow in the next week or so. I don't know whether to say fingers crossed or not for the snow. I used to love snow, but since we've had the small farm, not so much so. But anyway, even though we are nearly hitting winter, it's still time to plant some things. And on this particular time, I'm doing some winter carrots. So the plan is get these in. I'm using one of my existing beds in the polytunnel. And for planting the carrots, I'm actually using one of the existing beds, as I mentioned, and this is the pepper bed where we are overwintering around 12 pepper plants. So basically what I'm doing, I'm using the outer edges, because many of you will remember from previous videos, we expanded the polytunnel quite a bit. And also each individual bed was expanded to probably around twice the size as it was previously. So that does give us a couple of options, and I'm taking advantage of that with these winter carrots. So basically the outer edges of the pepper plant bed is going to be some carrots. And hopefully, if all goes well with these winter planting carrots, we should have carrots come May, fully ready. And many of you will know that I've planted carrots before. They're one of the easiest crops to actually plant. You just basically make a little bit of a farrow, no more than a centimetre or two long, and then you sprinkle the actual seeds in, then recover, and you give it a good water. The main thing is with carrots is always to remember is to go in there and be merciless, as they say, as they start to grow, and thin them out. Otherwise you'll get, from what we learnt last year, not a great crop. But if you thin them, they will grow, and they will grow well. So if all goes well, come spring, we'll have a bumper crop of carrots. We will revisit this to see how we're doing. And we have also made some progress on the cottage. We are down to the last window. We were waiting for these windows to be custom made. We were hoping to keep some of the original ones in, but it just wasn't able to work out. They were too rotted. So as you'll see, all the windows are in, bar this little one. So we take you through putting our last window in, because for us that is a big accomplishment.
Take off the whatever that is. Yes. I need a knife for this, and there should be a knife for that. Oh.
That probably means it needed to be replaced. Yeah.
Then bend out a bit, so I can attach it to the bottom. I want the top, I'm not sure yet. Now we bend it out. probably pre-mold it first. Like bend it kind of. Wait, as I wish. Yeah. And I need to attach the either to the side or to the top, yes? It would be best if I can attach it to the to here, or well, the sides would be more solid, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Wait. Okay, that will be it. I hope I will have enough foam left. Because of the wind, look.
The wind's blowing it out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start from the bottom. I'll have a hard time on the other side because the gap is even bigger. You know? I hope it won't blow out this time.
It won't take long to grip, will it, I imagine?
No, it won't, but you know, that's the initial one where it needs to grip first. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put on the inner part here, since it didn't hold very well, and hope that it will just initially catch for now, yes? And then later on, I'll just fill it up, yes?
Okay.
Come on, come on. Oh god. Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I just need a fresh foam if I want to finish this. And yeah, I'll get myself a new video.
And the final window going in the cottage. Oh, we're going to have fun finding little roller blinds for that. Well, we can have, they're easy enough to get in custom made, isn't it? Sad bit is it'll just cost as much as it would for a normal size one.
Okay, good. Tiny, isn't it?
Yeah, let's have a look. And the final window in. Not quite finally finished. None of them are quite finished. They haven't got the finish strips on them or the painting inside and around, but the windows are in. Another thing to tick off the list.
Okay, windows done. Another thing to tick off the list.
Well, what else? What isn't there else? But good job done.
Yeah.
And now we give you a quick glimpse of the heating install. We've been putting a lot of the radiators on the walls ourselves to help reduce the cost for us. We have the main heating engineer who's doing all the pipe work and going to be connecting from the garage furnace into the main house. But a lot of the radiators we've been putting on the walls ourselves because it does help. Any pennies we can save, we will.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to do that.
No, it stays like this.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, done. So keeping with the heating install, you will recall that we installed the chimney for the main furnace on the side of the garage 2 weeks ago. And now here is Mariusz actually digging the ditch. that's required. So that basically is a ditch that's around 1.5 meters deep, that's going from the garage itself through the garden and into the house. That is back breaking work. And the ditch has to be as deep as it actually is, because the pipes are going there from the furnace into the main house, and what we don't want is them freezing. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's video from Mariusz and Lynne at Magpie Farm. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, any comments are welcome of any type below, and we respond to every comment. So until next time, from Lynne and Mariusz at Magpie Farm, you have a great week.